Hello and welcome to the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we are looking at the Clone Turbo Tank. Now, mine is the snow variant. I don't have the normal one from the movies, which would be, I think, gray and maroon, which is the Republic colors. Now, this was seen in the Clone Wars cartoon show, as well as Revenge of the Sith, when they were fighting on Kashyyyk. Now, it's very AT-AT. You got the head, you got the neck, the body. It's similar, except instead of legs, like a normal walkers, this one has wheels. So just like all the other reviews, we'll go over the mold, the paint, and then go over the stand, measure it, and we'll be done. So let's get started. Okay, for the mold, it's got a lot going on, but it doesn't look like it. The paint really doesn't show off the molding that well. But we'll start on the side, and then work our way around. Okay, so as you can see, we got 5 tires here, only 2 spin, the front and back. These ones are glued. I think they're just put on there. There's no axles or anything. They're just for show. And on the interior, there is some detail. Big pistons and boxes, maybe doors, because this thing's massive. On the sides, we have our cockpit. More little panels, weapons. This is the same. They're symmetrical for both sides. So we'll look at the top. A lot of detail at the top. I wish it had like a thicker black wash on it so you could see all this. All this paneling. And this is supposed to be a gun. And then on the neck we have the 2 circles there. More line work. In the front, we have all this paneling too. And this line here above my fingernail is supposed to be the cockpit. That's where they drive it. And we'll get to that later when I show off the AT-AT next to it. And right here we have a gun that has 3 barrels in it. And it can spin. So that's pretty neat. And for the bottom, not much, just copyright crap. 2 screws, no peg hole this time. And the front is very basic. Like it's good. It represents what it's supposed to be. It's not terrible. I just think they could have did more with it. But then again, it could be the paint. Like I said, this is the snow version. This is supposed to be on like a Hoth type battlefield situation. So speaking of that, let's go into paint. Okay, the paint for the Clone Turbo Tank is mostly white and grays. As you can see here, the tires are white, the hubcaps are white with a black wash. On the interior, the bottom, this section here, it's white with this gray wash all over it. Then we have our pistons, which are painted black, like a grayish black. Our little component there, which is just a lot of black wash. It's not really painted. And that's the same for the other side. For the main body, the armored section, it's painted probably battleship gray. And then it's coated with what looks to be light black wash with a white wash. And I don't know if a white wash is a thing. It's just covered with like whitish paint to make it look like there's snow in the crevices. And it gives it a neat effect. The gun itself is painted black, but it has some of that grayish blue painted on it. And it shows off some of the detail. Without that paint, it would just look like just a half hemisphere with a stick coming out. And then that's basically it for the paint. There's not much to talk about. It's basically like 4 or 5 different colors. Now, measure it real quick for you guys. Line it up there. It's a little less than 3 inches. It's not the longest. But when you stand it next to the AT-AT, you can see how they look similar in design. Like as you can see, the cockpits both had these lines here. And then we have some sort of neck mechanism. This one has a neck, and then the body. And you can see it's shaped similar. Like, I think that's the best comparison shot I could get. But this one has legs and this one has wheels. And I wish this one was painted like this, because, you know, Hoth was ice. My version's painted, you know, with this bronzy crap. I don't know. I'm not a real fan of it, but it's what I could get, and it's pretty good. If you watch my review, you know what I think of this one. But just like the AT-AT, the Clone Turbo Tank also comes with a flat stand, which is snow, instead of, you know, one of those stupid black stands that comes with everything else. So with this one, you have this little peg here, and I never knew what the hell to do, but I always slanted it like this, so it makes it look like it's trying to roll over something. And that's the best I could do with it. I don't know, maybe like that. And when you put it down, it looks good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You know, when you have this with your other ones, like, here, I'm gonna review this one next anyway. Like, if you have them on a shelf like that, you know, they don't look bad. You have the Star Wars, and then it's flat. This one's standing up, obviously. But we'll get to him next. So that just about does it. This is the Clone Turbo Tank from the Star Wars Titanium line of die-cast ships. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.